What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? We back. Hey, we back. Okay, no, for real. But no, seriously. But no, what was I gonna say? What's up, my YouTube family? How y'all doing? It's your girl, you know what I'm saying? Shalonda, Unleash Coach on Instagram. Don't forget to follow that, okay? Period. Okay? Okay. So, y'all probably wondering what we doing here today. Like, I don't have my cards. We're not doing a reading. So, why is she here? Why are you here, honey? Why are you wasting my time? I'm holding space. No, seriously, for real, y'all. I'm actually gonna talk about something that I feel like we've all had to go through, or we've all had to conquer, or we've simply all are going through that process right now. And it's about blocks to love. I did a reading, just a general collective reading about what's blocking anybody that could be watching this video from love. And this is like a timeless video, so you can watch it 2 years from now. If this video is 2 years old and you're just now seeing it, this is what's blocking you from love right now. Okay, so um pretty much what I gathered from the whole reading, like I was taking notes, like y'all, I was like diligently taking notes, like, and then it just hit me like, heal your trauma, nigga. Okay, heal your trauma. That's literally what it comes down to. Like, it's so beneficial to really know yourself on that level, like really know yourself and know what triggers you, because honestly, knowing yourself and being able to love yourself within the skin that you're in is really going to make you the best partner you can be in relationship. And if you're in a relationship trying to heal those traumas, or trying to distract yourself from those traumas, or trying to kind of put a band-aid on those traumas from that relationship, it's not going to really work out, because that's not real healing. Okay, so that's your message. Heal your trauma, honey. Honestly, I feel like we all have some type of trauma. We're all insecure about different things. We've all gone through things in our life that does have an effect on who we are. You know, that nature versus nurture type of, you know what I'm saying? Nature has an effect on who we become and how we handle things, and certain traits that we begin to pick up and carry and things like that. So, advice, because this is supposed to be what? A teaching video, right? Teaching video. So if you've been in a relationship, or if you feel like you are stagnant in a relationship, and really you're not finding the partner that will fulfill, you know what I'm saying, that position, that partner position in your life, um, really analyze yourself. Like, this is my one of my little advices. Ting tings. Really analyze yourself, okay? Analyze what it is um, that is the problem in your relationship. So if you realize that you fuck with liars, then really analyze what within you, or really sit there and be like, why do I put up with that shit? Seriously, why do I? And it could be as simple as you don't feel like you're worthy of the truth, or the truth isn't important enough, or there was something in your childhood where, you know, people just always lie to you. So just people lying is something that honestly triggers you, because some people have always did it, but it's also normalcy because people have always done it. You know what I'm saying? So then you really have to go back and be like, you know what I'm saying, do you have to fix that within yourself? Like, lying is not something I want in my relationship. And although people did that to me in my past, then I can't carry that into my future if I'm saying I want something completely opposite. That's about getting in alignment. Number two, get in alignment, okay, y'all? Get in alignment with the things that you want in relationships. So that also comes back to getting to know yourself better, learning your boundaries, learning what you're looking for, and learning what you need in relationship. If you feel like, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times it comes with maturity. Like, some people feel like they always need to have sex, so they continue to cheat on their partner. And it's like, I feel like that is something within the self that needs to be tamed. Because I personally believe that if you're a man and you're constantly just giving your seat away to multiple women or women you don't care about, I honestly, to me now, what I see now, it really reads to me that you don't care about yourself, because that is life within you. Like literally, women, we create the life, but without the, you know what I'm saying, that injection for life to be created, then there is no procreation. So it honestly kind of reads insecure to me when a man is willing to just, he doesn't feel like the life that he carries is that valuable. He'll just, throw it off to any, you know what I'm saying? Oh, dang. you can have some. You can have some. You want a little bit? Okay. Or he's not doing it with intention. Okay. So that's what I mean by getting to know yourself better in that way, because in that sense, I do feel like there's some insecurity behind that. I do feel like you're that can also be an addiction. Like, people do not understand that sex is also an addiction. I know, because I went through it myself personally, but we're not gonna get into that. Okay, just know that sex is an addiction, and then you have to figure out what you're trying to cover up from having so much sex, and then figure out how to conquer that and discipline yourself in that. You know what I'm saying? And then when you can discipline yourself in that, you know how to operate in that shit. Okay, period. And then you can get in alignment with something that's healthy and beneficial to your life. Okay. In other terms of getting into alignment, you know what I'm saying? Really know what you're looking for. Like I said, know your boundaries. So if you know that you're the type of person that needs space, don't get with somebody that feels like they need to be up under you all the time, that's like clinky as fuck. Don't do that, because y'all are gonna bump heads, especially if they can't accept that about you. Y'all are gonna bump heads constantly because you need your space alone and they want to be up under you all the time. And honestly, in those type of situations, you really have to, those what, like, if anything, if you've noticed from past relationships, try to learn. Number 3, learn from your past relationships. Okay. Like, seriously, learn from your past relationships. Like, really analyze what it was in those relationships that didn't work, so you cannot bring it into your next relationship. Like, okay, that person was really like standoffish, they had like weird vibes going on. I want to like procreate a life with the person I'm with. I want to be around them. I want to enjoy their energy. I want to, you know what I'm saying, manifest this to some lifestyle. And maybe they're still working on their individuality or something along those lines. And then, so then you have to learn from that. Like, okay, maybe that wasn't in alignment with what I wanted. Number 2, and that's why number 3, you're learning from your past relationships so you can get in alignment. Or maybe you were in an abusive relationship or mental manipulation, and that relationship, I'm sorry, that didn't make no sense. Maybe you were in an abusive relationship, or in a relationship where that person tried to mentally abuse you or use mental manipulation to basically like feed their ego, or basically kind of get themselves out of certain situations, and your feelings are really hurt, and they're like basically like, but, and switch it around on you type of shit. But those type of things, it's like, okay, I need somebody that can talk to me clearly. I need somebody that can be honest with me. I can't be with somebody who's going to try to finagle me into believing something that's not true. Sorry, but that's the thing too. So you really have to also start being in alignment with that. Like, okay, I'm learning from my past relationship that abuse is something I don't want anymore. And there's going to be certain things that you see in other partners that is going to trigger to you that maybe they're have an abusive type of, type of trait within them, where they'll, snap at you simply because their feelings are hurt, or they'll, hit you or whatever because they feel like you don't respect them, or they don't have self-respect within them and they don't love themselves enough. So when you do stuff, you make them feel like you don't love them either, so then they take it out on you. Like, it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? You got to learn from those past situations so you can step into something new. Always be learning from your past relationships so you can be in alignment. So maybe those need a switch, but just know that's one of the advices. Learn from your past relationships. Okay. So number 4, learn how to be happy with yourself alone. Learn how to be happy and learn how to live with the certain things that you have. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't force anybody to have to live through your certain traits if you haven't lived through your certain traits by yourself, because it's like you're always going to put that burden on somebody else. So learn how to be happy with yourself and the things that you do. And when you do that, then you'll also be in the place of understanding, like, dang, I do that and that really rubs people the wrong way, and that's not my intent, so maybe I need to change that about myself. So always be in the place of, bettering yourself. So that is some other advice to healing past trauma, okay, from your old relationships. Blocks to love. You know what I'm saying? This is what heal your trauma, nigga. Remember, these are blocks to love. So learn how to be happy within yourself. If you're not happy by yourself, if you can't just, kick it for yourself for a month and you always like feeling some type of way that whole month, especially because you don't got nobody, then you need to learn how to be happy within yourself. Because if you can never be happy within yourself and really be satisfied with life with yourself, you ain't never gonna be happy with somebody else, period. Okay? Blocks to love, bitch. All right. Number 5, bring it all back together. Always move with the divine. You know what I mean? So if there's certain things, I feel like when you're healing your trauma, there are certain things that the divine are going to take you through so that you can see certain things, so you can heal that about yourself. So a lot of these things that we experience, yes, it gets us one step closer to what we want in this life, but yes, it also puts us in the place of really understanding how to tap into what people like to call higher self, but what I like to call your super conscious, that is connected to all that makes you a part of this oneness, this divine energy that really just kind of like taps you into everything that's around you, that kind of helps you understand more of what this life really is and how you can really enjoy life in a more light and abundant place and not in a dark, greedy, jealous place. Okay? All right, so just always be in the place of being grateful. I feel like if you can always just be grateful for everything you've been through, you'll always be in the energy of loving and learning, and your perspective on things won't always be so negative. Like, I went through that and they treated me like this and this, and then you just sharing that with them, but have you really dealt with why you went through that? Because the universe sent that person to you for a reason, for you to learn and for you to learn yourself and for you to kind of shed that about yourself, because the universe knows you. Energy knows you. Source knows you. Source energy, everything, it knows you. Your spirit guides that are leading you on this path, they know what you need to become the person that you need to become in this life. You know what I mean? So, like I said, move with the divine. So with the healing that trauma, really understand that if you went through something big within a relationship, or it was really toxic, or things just completely didn't end well, you didn't make great decisions through those relationships, your block to love, to that real love that you're looking for, is those things. You need to heal your trauma, and being in alignment and knowing yourself and being able to be happy with yourself and really being tapped into the divine and analyzing why certain things happen in those relationships is going to bring you one step closer to finding true love in your life. Because when you meet that person, you'll know yourself, you'll know your boundaries, you'll know how to clearly operate with that person, so you can have the best opportunity for the best relationship. And you've been through so much, you've seen so much in your past, that now you can see clearly when this new person comes into your life, right? So don't be so quick to like hop from a relationship or feed certain energies. Like, really allow yourself to heal. Healing is a big process, and a lot of times it has to be done alone. And a lot of times when you're alone, those meditative states, because when you're alone, it's quiet. You know what I'm saying? You can turn on the TV, but it's still quiet. You know what I'm saying? You don't have somebody else's energy affecting yours. So really allow yourself to be in those meditative places. You know, like give yourself at least 90 days. Seriously, give yourself at least 90 days between those periods before you think you can step into something else. Okay? 90 days is healthy. Like, give yourself 90 days before you just, like, start willy-nilly with somebody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's okay to have friends. It's okay to date. But don't really get too serious with anybody until, like, 90 days after a relationship you feel like was toxic. So if you are going through that, and you're ending things with somebody that was abusive or that relationship was toxic, then give yourself 90 days to kind of recover. Minimum. 90 days minimum. Not maximum, boo-boo. Minimum. A 90-day minimum, okay? You might figure out that you like being single better. Just saying. But, you guys, that was my advice. So if you are going, like I said, stagnant, partner to partner, like, every partner you get, you know, it's just the same shit every time, then, like, you know, same shit. Like, every nigga, he do something, he don't do what he say he gonna do. Well, he probably don't care about you enough. Maybe you need to just settle for a nigga that, look for the red signs of a nigga who don't care that much. Because the nigga who care gonna do what the fuck he said he gonna do. Period. Or who's not all the way in their ego and only care about themselves. Okay? Period. Just saying. So, friends, really take some time. If you really are trying to manifest, you know, that true love in your life, really take the time to be the partner that you need to be so that true love can come into your life. Because if you're still vibrating in low toxic energy, you're going to continue to attract those type of people even when that's not what you want, because you haven't healed that trauma to not vibrate in that energy anymore, boo-boo. Okay? All right. But y'all, this was fun. Like, I'm just chatting it up, keeping it real. No cards in the end or whatever. We just, we just talking. We just, like, this is the message. A lot of us are not moving forward into the type of relationship that we want. And a lot of the problem is that we don't know ourselves well enough. We don't know what it is that doesn't benefit us in relationship, and then when the red flags come around, we like overlook them, and then we end up in a situation that doesn't fucking work for us. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, y'all. Period. So your block to love is your motherfucking self. Like, a little bit. It is, though, a little bit. But, y'all, that was this week's video. I hope y'all liked it. Tell me if y'all like it this way or not. Or y'all want me to, like, go back to the readings or, like, whatever. If y'all want to, I can still do a reading. Like, we can still do a reading. It's nothing to do a reading. But that's the 5 things. Those are 5 blocks to your love right now. Spirit wanted you to know. Heal that motherfucking trauma, sis. Heal that motherfucking trauma, king. Okay? Period. I ain't got nothing else. That's y'all video. I'm Shalonda. Follow me at Unleash Coach on Instagram. I'm out. Okay? Love y'all. Peace.